Hello my dear students. So as in our previous video class, we had started with a new concept, that is logic gates. We have seen in the previous class what is meant by a logic gate. It is nothing but an electronic circuit which takes one or more input signals but produces only one output signal. Then under logic gates we had seen classification, that is basic gates and derived gates. Under basic gates again we have classification, AND, OR and NOT gate. And under derived gates we had again four types: NOR, NAND, exclusive OR and exclusive NOR gate. Okay. In the previous video class we had seen in detail four basic gates, how they work, what are their logical symbol and the truth table associated. In today's video class, we'll see different derived gates and how is the working of these derived gates. Okay. Coming to the first one, under first derived gate, we are having NOR gate. NOR. Here, by the term, you can make it is nothing but not OR gate. Your NOR gate stands for not OR gate. How exactly it works and how many inputs it can take. So, the NOR gate has two or more input signals but only one output signal. Like other gates which we have seen, even NOR gate can take two or more input signals but can give only one output signal. That is the result. If all the inputs are 0, that is low, then the output signal is high in NOR gate. So now you can understand this term. It says not OR, so our NOR gate works exactly opposite of OR gate. When it is going to produce you the output high or 1, when all the inputs are 0, only then NOR gate will give the output as 1 or high. And the remaining cases it is going to be low or 0, right? Now let us see the logic diagram for it. We say not OR. So the logic diagram for NOR gate goes like this. You have to first draw the OR gate. It says it can take two or more input signals. So let me take the example for two inputs, x, y. It produces x plus y. And then we have to apply NOT gate to it. For the OR gate, applying NOT gate gives you the result of NOR gate. Okay. This is one way of drawing the logic diagram for NOR gate. There is another way in which you can draw the logic diagram for NOR gate. That is, you will have to draw OR gate symbol and apply an inverter here. This inverter indicates inverting the value, finding the complement of the value. Either you can draw logic diagram in this form or you can draw it in this form for NOR gate. Okay. Similarly, you will be having the NOR gate for 3 inputs also. Same way, you have to provide 3 inputs here to the OR gate. Applying the inverter, it is going to invert the value and give you the result for the NOR gate. Okay. Now, let's see the truth table, what it says when it comes to NOR gate. Now let's take the example of truth table for two variables. When I am taking two variables, then we should get 4 combination of values. So it's shown here 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. And how exactly the output is generated for NOR gate, as we see in the second point, if all the inputs are 0, only then we will get the output signal as 1. Otherwise it is all zeros only. So let's start with the example. First combination you take 0, 0. So here there are two inputs and both the inputs are zeros. That is why it produces the result as 1, which matches this statement. Okay. Next, take second one. 0, 1. So here both the inputs are not zeros or low. That is why it is going to produce low output. 1, 0. So again, both the inputs are not zeros. So it is going to produce the result as 0. 1, 1. So here also the inputs are not completely zeros. That is why the result is 0 here. This is how the truth table will be drawn for 2 input NOR gate. Okay. Next we shall see 3 input NOR gate. So I am taking 3 variables x, y, z. If there are 3 inputs, we get totally 8 combination of values. So here are the 8 combinations. So let's check the output. The first one, 0, 0, 0. Here all the 3 inputs are zeros. So if all the inputs are zeros, then the output is 1. So result is 1. And all the other cases output is going to be zeros. So as you see here, 0, 0, 1. So not all the inputs are zeros, that is why it is low. Here also you check 0, 1, 0. It is going to result in 0. 0, 1, 1, 0. 1, 0, 0. So again 0. 1, 0, 1. Resultant is 0. 1, 1, 0. Result is 0. 1, 1, 1. Result is 0. So as you observe in NOR gate, only if all the inputs are zeros or low, only then the output is going to be 1. Whereas in all other cases, it is going to be 0 only for NOR gate. So our NOR gate works completely opposite to that of the OR gate. So applying NOT gate to OR gate will give you the working of NOR gate over here. Okay. So now moving on to the next one, which is NAND gate. How the working of NAND gate takes place. So now here also, if you keenly observe, it is nothing but NOT AND gate. Okay, so it is again combination of NOT gate and AND gate. Now see what it says. The NAND gate has 2 or more input signals but only one output signal. So unlike the other gates, even in case of NAND gate, it can take 2 or more input signal but will produce only one output signals. Now how it's working is, let's see. If all the inputs are 1, that is high, then the output produced is 0. Okay. Only if all the inputs are 1 here or high here, then the output produced will be 0, and in all other cases it is going to be 1. So what we can understand with this is NAND gate works completely opposite to that of your AND gate, because to AND gate here NOT gate will be applied, so it is going to invert all the values of AND gate, right? Now how the logic diagram is done. First you have to go for AND gate logic diagram with 2 inputs, say x and y. It produces xy. Then you have to apply NOT gate here, gives you xy whole complement. This is one way of drawing the logic diagram. The other way is you have to draw the AND gate, 2 inputs, and to the AND gate you have to show bubble, that is inverter, which will invert the value and give you the output for NAND gate. Okay. So even NAND gate logic diagram can be drawn in 2 ways. Either the first one where AND and NOT combination will be there. In the second one, AND and bubble, that is inverter, will be considered. Okay. Now this particular NAND gate can also be drawn for 3 inputs. So here you draw the AND gate, provide the bubble, take 3 inputs, produces a single output here. Okay. So this is the working of NAND gate. So what is NAND gate? It is a gate which has 2 or more input signals but produces only one output signals. And if all the inputs are high, then the result is going to be low, that is 0. whereas in all other cases it is going to be 1 here. Now let us take an example for truth table with 2 inputs. So now there are 2 inputs x and y. So when I take 2 inputs, we should get 4 combination of values. Now how the result has to be generated for NAND gate? It is clear. If all the inputs are high, then only you will get the output as low, whereas all the other cases the output is going to be high. Okay. Now see. You have the first combination of value 0, 0. Since both are low, result is going to be high value, that is 1. See the next combination 0, 1. So here 1 is 0 and 1 is 1, that is why you get the result as 1. Next 1, 0, so result is 1. Next you see 1 and 1. So here if you observe all the inputs are 1, and that is the reason for NAND gate result is going to be 0. Okay. As the statement says, NAND gate is going to produce low value only if all the inputs are high, whereas for all other cases it is going to produce a result as 1, that is high value only. Okay. Now let's check for the truth table with 3 inputs. So you have x, y, z. If we are having 3 inputs, we should get 8 combination of values, which we can see here. Okay. Now let's start checking the outputs. We have the first combination here 0, 0, 0. Since all the 3 inputs are low, result has to be high here. Next 0, 0, 1. So now here also if you observe all the inputs are not 1. Since they are not 1, so result cannot be 0, it has to be 1 only. Next you see same 0, 1, 0, so result is 1. 0, 1, 1, result should be 1. 1, 0, 0, result has to be 1. 1, 0, 1, result should be 1. 1, 1, 0, result is 1. Now you see the last combination 1, 1, 1. So what NAND gate says, if all the inputs are high, that is 1, then the output produced will be low, that is 0. Since here in this combination all the 3 inputs are high, that is 1 value, that is the reason the resultant value is 0. So as we observe, in case of NAND gate, it works totally opposite to that of the AND gate. It also can take 2 or more input signals, but will produce only 1 output signal. And it is going to give you the result as 0 if all the inputs are high, whereas all the other combinations it is going to give you the result as 1. So this is the working of NAND gate. Now let us see the next logic gate. So the next logic gate here is XOR, that is exclusive OR gate. Now how does this exclusive OR gate work? So let us see the explanation for it. The first point, it says it is going to accept 2 or more input and produces only single output. So unlike other logic gates, even exclusive OR gate will accept 2 or more input signal but will produce only 1 output signal. Second point, the output is 0 if the condition, the output for XOR gate will be 0 if there are even number of 1s in the inputs or all the inputs are zeros. So exclusive OR gate, it is going to produce the output as 0, that is low, if the inputs are going to have even number of 1s or if all the inputs are zeros. Only in those cases exclusive OR is going to give you the output as 0. The third point, you see, it says the output is 1 if there are odd number of 1s in the inputs. So exclusive OR gate, it takes 2 or more input signals but produces only single output. How it exactly works is, It is going to produce output as 0 if the even number of ones are there in the inputs or all the inputs are zeros. Exclusive OR or XOR gate is going to produce the result as 1 if odd number of ones are there in the inputs. Okay. So how do we draw the logic diagram for exclusive OR gate? Just observe here. You will be drawing as it is OR gate, okay, symbol. With that you are going to prefix another semicircle for exclusive OR gate and then provide the input, two input, and produces the output. You can also have more than two inputs. So I took just a logic diagram example for 3 inputs also. So you are first going to draw the OR gate prefixed with a semicircle wherein 3 inputs are given and results in the output. Okay. Now we'll see how to draw the truth table for exclusive OR gate. Let's take XOR gate for 2 input. 2 input means we should get 4 combination of values here. And here the resultant, if you observe, we show X plus enclosed with a circle and Y for XOR gate. What exactly it says XOR gate? When it is going to produce 0? If even number of ones are there in input or if all the inputs are zeros. When it is going to produce output as 1? If there are odd number of ones. So based on these two conditions, let's generate the output here. Now here if you observe, first combination it is 0, 0. So if both the inputs are zeros, result is going to be 0 for exclusive OR gate. Next, you have 0, 1. So this input 1 is there for one time, so it is odd number. If odd number of ones are there, then the output is going to be 1. That's why result is 1 here. Take next combination 1, 0. Here also if you observe, input 1 is for odd number as it is appearing only once. That's why result is 1 here. Next you check 1 and 1, 2 inputs. Now the input 1 is there for 2 times. If it is twice, which means it is even number of ones, then the result has to be 0 as per these conditions. Okay. This is how the working for 2 variables for XOR gate. Now let's see the working for 3 variables for XOR gate. 3 variables, we should get 8 combination of values. So let us start with the first input 0, 0, 0. So if all the inputs are zeros, then the output is 0. So it is 0 here. 0, 0, 1. If odd number of ones are there, output is 1. So here 1 is appearing once, so it is odd. So result is 1. 0, 1, 0. So again 1 is appearing only once. Result is 1. 0, 1, 1. Now here the input 1 is appearing 2 times. Twice means it is an even number. If even number of ones, then the output should be 1, 0, 0. Here 1 is appearing only once, odd number, so result is 1. 1, 0, 1. Here 1 is appearing 2 times, even number, so it should be 0. 1, 1, 0. Here 1 is appearing 2 times, even number, so result is 0. 1, 1, 1. Here 1 is appearing 3 times, so it is again odd number, so result will be 1. So this is how the exclusive OR gate works. So even exclusive OR gate is going to take 2 or more input signal, but it produces only one output signal. It is going to give you the output 0 if even number of ones are there in the inputs or if all the inputs are zeros. It is going to give the output as 1 if odd number of ones are there in the inputs. Okay. So this was about the exclusive OR gate. Now next we shall see another derived gate, that is exclusive NOR gate. Okay. Now here next gate is XNOR or exclusive NOR gate. Now how is the working of this exclusive NOR gate? An XOR gate followed by a NOT gate or an inverter becomes XNOR gate. Okay. How exactly it works? An exclusive NOR produces the output 1 when the input combination has even number of ones or when all the inputs are zeros. Now you see it works opposite to that of your exclusive OR gate. Okay. The XNOR gate produces the output 1 if there are even number of ones or all the inputs are zeros. Now how the logic diagram for XNOR gate is, you have to draw the logic diagram for XOR gate and then attach it with a NOT gate. It gives you the XNOR gate. Or draw the logic diagram for XOR gate and apply with a bubble here, then it gives you the output of XNOR gate. It can be drawn for 2 input variable or even 3 input variable. Now let's see the truth table. Let us consider 2 input value. If there are 2 inputs, we get 4 combination of values. So what is the condition? XNOR gate is going to produce a result as 1 if in the input number of ones are even number or if all the inputs are zeros. So let's see here. You observe 0, 0. Here both the inputs are 0, so result is 1. 0, 1. So here neither you have even number of ones or all the inputs as zeros, so result will be 0. 1, 0, so again result will be 0. 1, 1. So here 1 is appearing 2 times, which means it is even number. Result is 1 here. Okay. So now let's consider truth table for 3 inputs. Okay. If 3 inputs are there, we will have 8 combination of values. Now let's take 0, 0 and 0. Since all the inputs are zeros, result is going to be 1. 0, 0, 1. So here we don't satisfy the 2 conditions given here for NOR gate, so result is 0. 0, 1, 0, result will be 0. Now you see 0, 1, 1. Now 1 is appearing 2 times, which means it is even number, so result will be 1. 1, 0, 0, result will be 0. 1, 0, 1. Now again you see here 1 is appearing 2 times, which means it is even number, result will be 1. 1, 1, 0. So here 1 is appearing 2 times, even number, result is 1. 1, 1, 1. Here it doesn't satisfy the condition for XNOR gate, so result will be 0. So this is how is the working for XNOR gate. Okay. Now next, for XOR gate we have a Boolean expression. What is that Boolean expression for XOR gate? It is x complement y plus xy complement here. Now let us take the example and check with the truth table whether the output generated with the truth table matches with the Boolean expression here. Example 1, let x be 0, y be 0 here. So let's take the expression x complement y plus xy complement. Now replace the values of x and y. X is 0, so it will be 0 complement, y is 0. Plus x is 0, y is 0, so 0 complement. 0 complement results in 1 dot 0 plus 0 dot, again 0 complement results in 1 here. So 1 dot 0 results in 0, 0 dot 1 results in 0, 0 plus 0 results in 0. So now check in the truth table where the 2 inputs are zeros and zeros. the resultant value is 0. So it matches with this Boolean expression. Okay. Let us take the next example, where x is 1, y is 0. Now, replace the value of x and y in this Boolean expression. So, x is 1, so I take 1 complement, dot y is 0. X is 1, so y is 0, say 0 complement. Next, 1 complement is 0 into 0 plus 1 dot 0 complement is 1 here. Okay. 0 dot 0 results in 0, 1 dot 1 results in 1. So, 0 plus 1 results in 1 here. So, for the input value 1 and 0, so you have that 1, 0 here. What is the resultant value? 1. So, here also you are getting 1. So, Boolean expression and the truth table matches. Okay. Next. Similar to your XOR, even for XNOR gate, there is a Boolean expression. Okay. So, what is that Boolean expression? It is x complement plus y into x plus y complement. So, let x be 0 and y be 0, and here is the truth table for XNOR gate. Replace the values. X is 0, so replace 0 here, it becomes 0 complement plus y is 0. X is 0 plus y complement, so 0 complement. 0 complement is 1 plus 0. 0 as it is, 0 complement is 1. 1 plus 0 results in 1. 0 plus 1 results in 1. 1 dot 1 results in 1. Now for the input value 0 and 0, you just check here. X is 0, y 0. What is the resultant value? It is 1 here, the same you are having here. Okay. Let's take another example wherein x is 0, y is 1. So now go on replacing the values. X with 0, 0 complement plus y is 1. X is 0 plus y value is 1 complement. 0 complement will be 1 plus 1. 0 plus 1 complement is 0. 1 plus 1 results in 1. 0 plus 0 results in 0. 1 dot 0 results in 0. So for the input value 0 and 1, just check here. It is 0, 1. What is the result? 0. The same you are getting with Boolean expression also. So this is how the working of derived gates are there. We have 4 types under derived gates: NOR, NAND, XOR, that is exclusive or XNOR, exclusive NOR gate. Okay. So we have seen here how exactly they work, what are their logic diagrams, and what are the truth tables, and how we get the outputs for the given truth table, and what are the Boolean expressions associated with exclusive OR and XNOR gate also. So students, I hope you are clear with all the concepts for today. Thank you.